Yes.
legally.
That means registering with the said state's firearm registry.
And see, I don't live in those states because those states infringe upon our rights. And those states are dead.
So what you're saying is you don't live in the state of San Andreas?
Huh.
That's kind of weird.
Why is he here then?
I don't know.
Must be visiting or something.
Well, as of right now, you're being charged with possession of an illegal firearm, and anything these other two troopers have.
Okay, like I said, those weapons were purchased long before your gun laws were put in place. So
we can argue this all day, sir, but you have a weapon in the state of San Andreas that is unregistered. And if you go to our penal codes and look, any weapon that is unregistered it's against the law.
Alright, well half of your penal codes are completely and horribly inaccurate, so, you know, I'll just let it go.
Okay. That's fine with me. Just
I mean,
another arrest
really.
in my books.
Okay, well, people giving me a $3,600 citation for 20 over the speed limit is completely inaccurate. So
Who did
It's
that?
not
Who did that?
$3,600. It should be $250.
Actually, it should be $500.
What?
Is what it should be.
Hey,
but
hold on now. What was your name when you got arrested for that or gave a citation for that? Because I'll
it
look
was,
that shit up right
Nicholas
now.
White, I believe.
Nick White?
I got it.
Yeah. Yeah, I was given a $3,600 citation for it.
Damn.
Alright, go ahead and stand up.
And then Lexi, just a little bit ago, gave my buddy a $20,000 citation for going 30 plus over the speed limit.
No.
A
Which,
typo
according to
because
them,
it
it's
is
in the
200.
penal code as 20,000 and
No.
3,600.
No. I'm not
I'll
believing
have a word with Lexi about that one. Alright, go ahead and stand up for me.
Give me a second.
Wait, Ferrer,
Yeah.
what the hell was that whole thing yesterday?
So
I'm in the back of
jail
a car
for
now.
bearing arms.
And how are you talking?
The fucking truck. This is off roleplay now. I haven't had a chance to ask you what the hell that was
So
yesterday.
yeah, I'm going to jail for bearing arms in a state that apparently
Your
infringes on those
your
rights.
little Dodge Demon race. Wait, which one were you in? The Demon race. I thought that was you. But you said you were in one of them. So who was it? Because someone was in a Chrome Demon. They rear-ended me at. They rear-ended me at 200 miles an hour, and went up a hill, and then didn't RP it, and then I had to RP it because I was dead. I don't know who else. There were like 3 people. I don't know who the other ones were, but I know whoever was
How
in
do
the
you
Chrome
check?
one. That was ridiculous.
How do you check the price that was given out on the ticket? Yeah, it's just a bunch of officers giving a citation. No prices.
Yeah, I don't
Doesn't
think
it
you can
show
check
on
the
it?
price.
Well, no, it only shows the paperwork, like their car, filing officer, state, address, you know, stuff like that. It doesn't show the price though.
Alright, let's get these guys down to the station.
Alright.
Boy, let's go.
I'm just gonna call county on these cars.
See, that is why I do not live in New York or California.
Yeah, but this is California.
And California is a communist state. Anyone who says otherwise is wrong.
Wait, Travis, what the hell is one of these warrants where you cannot drive 24 hours? Fuck warrant is that on your Nicholas White character?
No, that was some idiot that decided to give me a warning because they suspended my license. And then didn't remove it. I had to get it removed.
It's not been removed.
Well, I had to get them to make it inactive.
Ah. I like how I can just log into my fucking CAD.
Yeah, out of RP, that's why I don't live in New York or California or Texas.
Why gun laws?
Yeah, because, you know, best way to get your guns when it comes time is to register it with the state.
What the
They
heck?
know which house to come knock on the door.
Are you talking? Right.
Go and have a seat on one of these
I'm looking
benches.
at this arrest
You want him
warrant.
here too or no?
Can I actually sit on them now?
Think
Or
you
no,
You can
just
sit in the
no?
blue chairs.
Fucking chat.
Oh. What the fuck happened to your chair? Your chair on my screen is just to you.
Yeah, it turns out the only state to actually require you to register your guns is New York. Even California doesn't
Even
require
California
you to
doesn't?
register handguns. You have to register assault rifles, but which assault rifles aren't a real thing, and people that claim they are just ignorant. AR doesn't stand for assault rifle, it stands for Armalite. Armalite rifle.
This is almost over. I gotta fucking log off.
No, you do.
Well,
What are
I mean,
you
not-
in?
not
What are you in
this
for?
Minute, I literally have no clue. No one read me my rights or anything. I'm just sitting here.
They're saying to book you for murder, so I guess I'll just book you too for murder. Whatever.
Well,
So,
you can't just book us
are
for
you guys
murder
actually
when
gonna
we,
hear this story, or
didn't-
are you just gonna send us off to jail?
because that's what you did with our friend.
There was
who-
no
Well, this
investigation,
guy's
so-
saying that
You
he
didn't hear
needs to
any
go to
stories.
bed,
Well, no,
and
I'm
then
not
you're
going to
saying,
bed. I'm just
then
saying
why'd
I
you
don't
say
have
log
half
off?
an hour. I've
I'm
got like
not
maybe
gonna
10
go to
minutes.
jail for something we didn't do.
well, did you kill somebody?
Absolutely.
I mean, if you're just going to send us
Okay.
to jail, then I'm going to give you a fake name to put an arrest under. Because
Well, then that'll be another charge.
Alright, and then I'm gonna,
On a
if
fake
I'm
name.
gonna go to jail
Alright.
without being able to explain the story, then I'm gonna file a report.
Okay,
This
go
is
ahead,
how it
explain
should
the
go.
story.
Alright, so what happened? My buddy and I here were attempting to find our friend who was on the phone with us. While he was on the phone with us, someone told him to put his phone in his pocket and was holding him at gunpoint. Our friend tried to unknowingly continue to transmit and talk about his location while he was being kidnapped by the men in the black van. Once we determined their location, we attacked the van, ordered them out, and they both jumped out with guns, and we were forced to shoot them. And that's the story. And that's the reason my gun bag was so loosely tossed, is because I reached into the back, unzipped my rifle, and pulled it out.
And not like they just had guns on them. I mean, they pointed guns at us, and actually one of them shot
And
me,
one of
which
them
I was never
fired,
treated for.
so-
So
Wait, so they pointed guns at you,
They
but
pointed
then
and
you
fired
pointed.
weapons.
Okay, so you didn't fear your life. You just pointed back and shot back right at him.
Oh no! See, they kidnapped our friend, and
Did-
we
he did.
intercepted
Did
Okay.
you
them
not
and stopped
hear?
them.
I just said one of them shot me.
And
They shot you,
when
so you
we
shot back.
intercepted the van and forced it off the road, we jumped out. I had a rifle in my hands, and they aimed and started firing. So I gave them a chance to go alive, and they refused. So it was an attempted citizen's arrest, and said they wanted to die by the hands of a couple armed citizens. So
So if they said that, then why did they shoot you guys? I don't.
because they were kidnapping someone? I mean, that would be my theory of why they were shooting at us.
But if they wanted to die by you guys who had rifles, then why?
Okay, that is a
Um,
figure of speech, is what I was trying to do there. We tried to take them
Oh, for
alive
fuck's
for
sake.
arrest for you guys, to pull them into a citizen's arrest. Instead, they decided to draw weapons and fire on us, which forced us to kill them. That's why I was saying they made their decision to force us to kill them. Because we had the drop on them. I mean, they didn't stand a chance.
For instance, if you're chasing a guy, right, just a foot chase, and then he reaches into his pocket and pulls out a gun, what are you gonna do as an officer? You're now forced to take action with deadly force.
I fired in defense of myself and my buddy here and my buddy in the van.
Okay, well, you're still you right there. You're still going to jail for possession of illegal fire, or not illegal firearm, just possession of unregistered firearm.
And so that's a jail sentence? And it's not a fine?
Yeah.
Okay, so what kind of state is this?
I would
That-
look in the penal
that we're
code
not
again, because that
allowed-
is
I'm
definitely
not-
not a jail
Oh,
sentence.
look in the penal code. All right, for sure.
Yeah, so a state where I have to register my firearms, even though they were purchased long before the law would have been enacted, because all of these recent gun laws that force us to register our weapons were enacted within the last 5 years.
Because that's like saying you go to jail for driving an unregistered vehicle.
That's
You
like
don't.
saying that I
Misdemeanor,
live in
60
New York.
seconds, $1,000 fine.
That's like saying that I live in New York, where they forced me to register my rifles and shotguns, and that's the reason I don't live in New York, because their laws are stupid. I want to say at least 48 of the 50 states do not have a weapons registry, or do not force you to register your weapons unless it's bought at a gun store. I don't even have to do a background check. If I want to sell a gun to my buddy here, I don't have to register that with the state. I don't have to do a background check.
I mean, shit, my gun's fucking 80 years old. I'm not gonna register that shit. You know how hard it is to find fucking ammo for that thing?
It's called a private weapons sale, and that is not against the law. That is protected under my rights.
I bought my gun back when you could carry the motherfucker out on an airplane.
And you just watch the continued infringement. These states that require them to register their guns are going to be the first ones to fall.
Where are the rest of the officers who fucking brought us in?
Oh, of course they're not here.
Because we didn't come in the same car, did we?
Oh, we came in different cars.
All right, I got another officer coming down here. You can explain it to them.
Cool. Preferably someone like Panda. No, it's Hayden, of course.
Oh, Polito.
I'm going to bed, so
Leaving after this is over.
Alright, so explain to him what you just said to me.
Alright, so the 2 weapons that I had was a Mini 14 and a 1911. Okay? The only state that would have forced me to register the rifle is New York. And that is post 2013. Okay? 48 out of the 50 states, or, you know, at least half of the states, do not have any type of weapons registry. You don't have to register your weapon. I can go to O'Connor here, and, you know, I could sell him a gun, and I would not have to report that to the state.
The post 13 means if he comes into possession of the firearm after 2013, he has to register.
And all of these
Yes,
states
but what
that
you
have
guys
these
are
gun
doing,
laws have been
what
done in
you-
the last 5 years. And what
what
I'm
you're-
saying is those weapons were bought before these laws were enacted.
Alright, yes, but what you're saying is that's New York. We are not New York, we are San Andreas. We have our own set of laws, rules, regulations, and firearm maintenance orders. Which means, in this state, you must register your firearm with the state. If you sell it to somebody else, you must provide a bill of sale with that firearm. That way, if that firearm is involved in a murder, crime scene, something like that, that serial number can be traced back
It's time.
to the most recent
We're gonna
owner.
have to bring lawsuits and RFE.
You guys are
against
trying to
their
fight your
state.
case with a different state set of
I
laws.
guess.
All right, whatever. Throw me in jail then,
Alright.
and you guys get to RP a bunch of lawsuits because we're bringing the NRA
I mean,
up
you
in
can-
this bitch.
You can look at mine, but mine's registered because I fucking wanted to.
O'Connor, you and I are now
Can I have you
Korean
step out
lawyers,
of the
and we're
chair?
bringing the NRA up in this bitch.
All right, tomorrow.
Oh yeah, we're making lawsuits left and right. Unlawful penal codes. The only state that get away with that is New York, and that's because it's liberal controlled. O'Connor, do you know what happens when the Second Amendment disappears? You don't know what amendment goes next?
We become the
first.
United Kingdom.
No, see,
No,
when the
if
Second
one
Amendment goes,
amendment
the
falls,
First
all of
Amendment
them
goes.
fall.
They all fall.
They all
Because
have
the
to
Second
fall
Amendment
because
protects
they
all
all
of them.
rely on each other.
Exactly. Well, really, the Second Amendment protects all of them.
Second Amendment protects the citizens. If it falls, then it becomes
And my biggest
a
problem
militia.
with a weapons
a whole-
registry, right, is that, wow, 120 seconds. Okay, my biggest issue with a weapons registry.
Can I get a beat down on number 855? We're paid $850 a day to house, feed, and clothe you.
Oh, god damn it.
No shitting in the yard. Hold it for the bucket in your cell. You can hold your special friend's hand, but that's it.
I'm just gonna walk out. The fuck?
What did you go to jail for?
Why the fuck did I get jailed for even longer?
How you had one gun on you?
Yeah, a registered gun.
Remember, we control your parole. So behave. We're paid $850 a day to house, feed, and clothe you.
Yeah, fucking apparently.
Nice ink on the face there, pal. Exercise. An exhausted prisoner is a compliant prisoner.
Okay, I'm just gonna fucking report Blue then.
No coca, por favor.
Are you still recording?
Yep, recorded all of it.
Good. Recorded all of it.
Oh, sh-
Think about it, man.
You're out of jail now, right?
Yeah, I'm out of jail.
Be happy.
Well, I've got 60 seconds left, so I'll hop over where you guys are. Where are
I'm
you
still
right now?
right out in front of the prison.
Okay, here, tell Panda to go there. I'll be out in a second.
I just high sided my car on a trash can.
Come on. Leave his shoes on his feet.
30 seconds.